How many hours does it take to create an iPhone game from scratch? This week, my iPhone game Plura turned 100 days old. Since the very first day I started working on it, I have meticulously time-tracked every second that I have spent. Be sure to stay to the end because you're not going to believe the amount of time that it took. So the first step to building a company is, well, building a product. The most time-consuming part by far has been actually coding the app. In total, I've spent 243.49 hours coding the app. To put that number into perspective, that's over 10 days of coding. In addition to the app, I also wanted to have a website to help, market and advertise the app. And in total, I spent 8.66 hours building that. Next is creating questions. Now, since Plura is a trivia game that asks 3 questions every day, and since it's been live for over 100 days, I've had to come up with over 300 questions so far. In total, I've spent about 33.08 hours on creating questions. Finally, I have about 0.25 hours of research logged. I don't remember exactly what that's for, but since it's not a huge amount of time, I'm not going to spend a ton of time looking into it. So in total for the development category, I spent a whopping 285.48 hours. Do you know what doesn't take hundreds of hours? Hitting that like button below. It helps me out tremendously. Next, let's talk about administrative tasks. The biggest admin task that I've done so far was surveying everyone who participated in the beta. I had to spend 4.16 hours on creating the survey and parsing through all the results. In addition, there's a few other activities that I classified in this admin category. I spent 0.85 hours planning, 0.63 hours organizing, and 0.1 hours on email. Yep, you heard me right. Only 6 minutes so far I have spent on email. So to summarize, I have spent 5.74 hours on administrative tasks so far. The next category is legal. While I have 0 legal qualifications, a privacy policy and terms and conditions are both requirements for uploading an app to the App Store. Fortunately for me, I had a previous app that had both of these documents, so I only had to spend about 0.73 hours converting it to work for Plura. The penultimate category is finances. Now, up until very recently, Plura was a pre-revenue company. That means that it had made no money, not even a penny. Now, in total, I've spent about 3.38 hours on budgeting and 0.13 hours organizing. If you want to see a complete breakdown of how much money I've made and how much money I've spent, be sure to subscribe because I'll be posting a video about that soon. So to summarize, I spent 3.51 hours in total on finances so far. The final category is marketing. First, let's go over video creation tasks. I've spent 12.8 hours planning videos. I spent 3.63 hours recording those videos. I spent 0.39 hours creating animations and 21.1 hours editing. Finally, I spent 1.42 hours uploading those videos to various platforms. In addition to creating videos, I spent 5.86 hours reviewing metrics and 1.19 hours in meetings. Finally, I do have another 0.18 hours of research. So in total, I have spent 46.58 hours on marketing. So let's review. I spent 285.48 hours on development, 5.74 hours on admin, 0.73 hours on legal, 3.51 hours on finances, and 46.58 hours on marketing. In total, it has taken me 342.04 hours to build Plura from scratch. That's over 2 weeks of work. Now, I started Plura 273 days ago. So that means that I've had to spend 1.25 hours per day on average every single day since I started. And with that, thank you so much for watching. Always remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.